Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel APM Guide. Okay, as a part of our APM gestures using W3C mobile gesture series, in this video we'll see how to perform tab gestures using W3C mobile gestures. Okay, so as a part in Android we have 9 W3C mobile gestures command. Okay, so that is mobile colon click gesture, mobile colon double click gesture, mobile colon long click gestures. Like this we have pinch close, pinch open, swipe, scroll, drag, flick. Okay, now we are working on the first one, that is the tab, that is by using mobile colon click gesture. Okay, so in this video we will see how to use this one, mobile colon click gesture for a tab. So if you go through this one, we have mobile colon click gesture. This gesture perform click action on a given element or coordinates. Okay, and if you see the supported arguments, we have element id, x and y coordinates and locator. Okay, what is element id? The id of the element to be clicked. Okay, if the element is missing, then both click on the offset of the offset coordinates must be provided. Either we have to provide the element id or we have to provide the x and y coordinates. Okay, and next one, the fourth argument is locator, the map containing the strategy and selected item to make it possible to click on the dynamic element. Okay, so this is the sample code, how it look like. Driver dot execute script, the command I had to give mobile colon click gesture comma, it's a key and value. Okay, so this is a value, this is a key and a value is immutable map of, then also we had to put key and value. So key is element id and the value we had to provide the element. Okay, and in this video we will see, we'll perform this click gesture by using the supported arguments, that is with element id, with x and y coordinates, with element id and x and y coordinates, and with locator. So all these arguments we will perform it. Okay, so quickly I open the emulator. So the functionality we are going to automate in this video is, so I'll open the API demos app, click on views, so the tap on views, then by using tap on views I using the element id, then I click on this control by using this x and y coordinates. Okay, and next by using element id and x and y coordinates I'll click on this dark theme. Okay, and by using this locator map I click on the checkbox. So this functionality we are going to automate, and we are covering all the supported arguments. Okay, so manually we have done this. Now we need to write the code and we'll understand how we can use the user code. Okay, so I open the Eclipse and here the package, and I create one class. Create the class. I say tab demo. Okay, by using W3C mobile gesture. Okay, gesture I given it. Okay, now to save time, what I did, I have already prepared the setup and tear down activities here. So I just copy this one. I just copy this all here and I will paste it here so that we can save time here instead of creating the setup and tear down. So I need to do some changes. So I had to remove this one, that is the package name, and now I had to copy the class name. Okay, the class name. Okay, now my setup, okay, and tear down are done. Okay, coming to my setup, I have provided the capabilities platform name, automation name, and device name. That's it. Okay, and I have used this host and port here. Okay, now I'll create a test here. Here is the public void sample demo method name I given it. Then I'll add this annotation, that is the test annotation here. Okay, now the first part I had to open the API demos, right? So I'll use a method called driver dot activate app. Okay, and I need to provide the package name of this app. Okay, so I want to copy this one. So what I will do, I'll open this one and I'll quickly add a command here. Open the command prompt. I say adb cell and I run this command. Dumps is window displays pipe grep -e single quotation m current focus. So I got this package name. This is package name and next one is the activity. So I want only the package name here. So I need to provide the package name. So my app is open now. Okay, now I need to tap on the views. So normally what we used to do, driver dot find element appium by. Okay, we used to do like that. Okay, how we used to do, driver dot find element appium by dot accessibility id, and we need to give like this, right? And I say click. So this is the way we used to give. Okay, so this is the way we used to give. So this is normal one. Now I want to tap it by using this command called mobile:click gesture. Okay, so I don't want to use this click here. Okay, I need to tap it. Okay, so to remove this one, I'll write the code. Okay, so driver. Okay, now I need to cast it by using, okay, I need to use the casting here. So I say Java script, JavaScript executor I need to use here. Okay, okay, I use JavaScript executor. Okay, so as you see in my PPT, we had to use JavaScript commands used to be executed using, okay, to open this one. So here I am casting it here by using JavaScript executor. Okay, now I had to click on dot. Now we had to use the method called execute script. Okay, so key, what key I need to provide? The key I need to provide is mobile:click gesture, the key I had to provide here. So we'll go back here. Now in double quotations I had to provide mobile:click gesture. Okay, so C is small letter and G is in capital. So I have provided the key here and the value I need to provide here. So what I will do, we have to use immutable map of, okay, of, and key value I had to provide C dot of. Okay, so I need to provide the key and value here. Okay, so what is the key? The first one we are looking into it. The first one we are making with element ID. So I had to provide the element ID here. Okay, so what is the element ID? Okay, this is a key here, element ID. So I'll go here to my Eclipse and I provide the element ID. Element, this is the key, element ID. So this is case sensitive, you need to check it out. Okay, I is caps. No, I is small, no, I is caps. ID. I have to provide this key here. Okay, now I need to provide the here. Okay, I need to provide the element right here. So what I will do here, I create the element, this one, right, element this one. So what I will do here, I copy this one. So I say this element I will add it here. LE is equal to driver dot this reference I taken here. Okay, yeah, so I did like this. Okay, now here I need to provide the value, that is this element. Okay, so I say element. Okay, and here I need to cast it to remote web element. Okay, remote web element. Say I use like this. Okay, then I'll get this get ID. Right, sorry. So dot get ID. I have to typecast it properly. Yes, so I need to get this dot get ID. Yes. Okay, so I need to typecast it to remote converted to web driver element, and I need to use this get ID method to perform the click gesture, that is tab gesture on this element. Okay, this is the first step. Okay, the first step we have covered by using element ID. Okay, the next step, the next click, that is the after clicking on this view, I need to click on this controls. But I tap on this control by using this x and y coordinates, not by element. Okay, the same thing will go here. So I'll copy this one till here. This is common. So okay, here instead of element ID, I need to provide the x value here. Okay, that is x and the value x comma y and the value here. Okay, okay, but what is x and y here? So I need to calculate the center of the element, that is the center of x and center of y of this element. That is the which element it is here, it is the control. Okay, so what I have to do, first of all, I say element is equal to driver dot find element. Wait, just a minute, it is not like that. Driver dot find element appium by dot accessibility ID and the value. This value is control. Okay, or I copy this one by using the element appium inspector. Okay, I have to provide here. Okay, and I will assign to this element here. Okay, now I need to calculate the x and y coordinates of this element. So by use of x and y coordinates, I need to tap on this one. So I say int the center of x value, center of the element. Okay, the center of the element by using the x, the center of element by using y of this control. Okay, so I need to calculate the center of the element of the x, how I can able to calculate. So I created one x variable here, and then I had to use element dot get rect, okay, dot x. So I got in the x value. Okay, what is this x value? It is the top corner of the this control of this element, top left corner of the x. So I got it. Then okay, I got this one. Then I had to use, keep it in bracket. Okay, okay, I got the x value here. Okay, now I need to calculate the width of this element, of this controls element. How I can calculate here? So I say dot, okay, dot get rect, okay, dot get width. Okay, now I divide by 2 here. Okay, now I need to, okay, now I got this one. I need to close it properly. Yeah. Okay, so what I did here? Okay, so the x I'm calculating the center. Since I had to click on this one, right? Okay, so I calculated the center of the element by the x value. So first of all, I got the, by using elet dot get rect dot get x. So I got the top left corner of the x value here. Okay, same thing I had to get it for y, and then I am calculating the width by 2 so that it click on the center of the element. Okay, the same thing I need to do it for the y. So x is the width and y is the height. So I need to change here, get height, y value I need to get. I remove this one. Okay, and here I have to get this height, get height, that is a y value, I got it, and the variable name I need to change to y. Okay, now I got my x and y coordinates, so that it will tap on this x and y coordinates. Okay, this is the one. Okay, by using this x and y coordinates I am typing and tapping on these controls here. Okay, after tapping on controls I had to tap on the dog theme. Okay, so based upon, I need to tap on dog theme based upon element id and x and y coordinate arguments. Okay, so first the step I need to do is, so I need to get the element reference here. So here I need to, instead of controls I need to add the dog theme locator value. So I fetch this from the Appium inspector. So I given the dog theme here. Okay, now I have to copy the same thing. Okay, but here now x and y coordinate I use it, I had to use element id also. Okay, so one more value I need to add. Okay, here I had to use element id, that is the key. Okay, and then I had to use the value. So I say here, and I will typecast it to remote web element. Okay, then I say ele, so brackets here to check it. So get id, wait just a minute. Get id method I had to use. Okay, yeah, one more bracket. This bracket is very important here. Yeah, so I got it. So if I do go here, I say get id. See, no, not got it. I provided a comma here. Yes. So I remove this one. So element id I used it, and okay, space, okay, I'll say once again, I'll say get id. So this method has to, yeah, yes, it is there. So you need to be very careful about this brackets. Okay, brackets are very important here. So I opened here, I need to close it here, otherwise only one bracket. Yeah, so be careful about this brackets here. Okay, now in this case I am tapping on doc theme based upon this element id, x and y coordinates. Okay, now I need to use the locator, is a map. The next one is the map by using locator. So I need to use a map. Okay, here, okay, I had one more. I have here, wait. Okay, here I need to calculate x and y coordinates for this one, right? So I had to use the same one here. I'm getting the x and y coordinates because I have given the element id and x and y coordinate. Here I say x1 and x2, and I update here x1 and x2. So I'm calculating the center. So that you click. So here I provided the element id and I provided the x and y coordinates so that it will tap on this doc theme element. Okay. Now the next one is by using locator map. Okay, so what exactly this is? So go to Eclipse here. So I will create a map. Okay, I'll create a map. I use this hash map, and I need to provide the string. Okay, and it is a object. Okay, and I say as map variable, then I say new hash map. Okay, then then I had to use map dot put. So I need to add the values, the string. What is the string here? Okay, the same string I need to provide. This is element id. This is the key. Okay, and value. What is the value? The same thing I need to follow. Okay, so before that one I need to add the element, right? To click on this checkbox. Okay, after doc theme I need to click on this checkbox, right? Checkbox 2. Okay, so sorry, I forgot. Driver dot find element appium by dot accessibility id. Dot accessibility id, and here it is the control 2, checkbox 2. Already I copied the locator value. Checkbox 2, and this one I am sending to element. Okay, here. Okay, now okay, the element id. What element id I had to give? See, key I given element id and value, the same value I need to copy here. Okay, so I write it once again. You copy paste. I say so remote web element. Okay, so you have to write like this: web element space ele dot. Okay, so here got, wait, so this one, yeah, so dot get id. Yes, this bracket is very important. Then I need to close this bracket. Okay, done. So I have added the element id in the map. Now I need to add the x and y coordinates of this one. So same thing, I need to calculate the x and y coordinates of this one. So I copy the same formula and I change the variable names here. Okay, and here I need to provide the x and y. So map dot put key value. What is the key? X, double quotation x, and the value is x here. x2, x2, okay, and map dot put string is y, the key is y, and value is y2. Okay, now so I have created a map here. Okay, now what I have to do, I have to say open the bracket here, and now I will say Java script executor and driver, the same code I am writing here. Okay, this code only I am writing once again here. Okay, and I have to make it this one. Okay, now dot execute script. Okay, the key is here is, this is the one. Once again I write it, mobile colon click, C is cap small, and gesture. So this is the key. And what is the value here? I have to provide the map. That's it. That's it. So the first case, so I remove this one. So instead of click, I am tapping here. Okay. Okay. The first one, what I am doing? Okay. Tap based on element ID. Element ID. Okay. Based upon element ID. Here I am using tab based on element ID x and y coordinates. Okay, I am using this only. Sorry, this is only I am using only x and y coordinates. Okay, the next one, okay, here I am using element ID and x and y coordinates. Okay, okay, here I am using element ID and x and y coordinate. Here I am using map, tap based on map. Okay, so the same thing, what I will do, I will use this sysout and I will add this as a I find it console. Okay, here also I will do the same thing, sysout for find console, tab based on x and y coordinates. Okay, and now here also I use sysout tab based on element ID and x and y coordinates. Okay, so we given element ID and x and y coordinates. Okay, here sysout based upon map. Okay, so all arguments I covered here. So all these arguments, based upon all these arguments, I am tapping on the element. Okay, now I'll close this app. Okay, yeah, okay, now I'll open this Excel. So first one, this I'll go through once here. So I'll give this TED.sleep so that I can explain also. Okay, based upon see, I say TED.sleep. So in the meantime, during the TED execution, I can able to explain. I get some time to explain also. So I use just 3 seconds. That's it. The throws. So here also I'll say, and then it is just used to get some time so that I can explain it. Okay, real time is not needed it, because already I given an implicit weight here. Here, yeah. So the first one, so I'm tapping on the views based upon the element ID. Okay, tap based upon the element ID. Okay, next one, I'm tapping on the controls based upon the x and y coordinates. And next, third one, I'm tap based upon the element ID and x and y coordinates. So the fourth one, I'm tap on the checkbox 2. Okay, I'll add it here, checkbox 2, tap here based on this one, so that we can understand here. Okay, based top theme, right? Okay, the same thing I will change here, control. Okay, and this views, yeah, so you can print it in the console. Okay, I am tapping on views based upon this element ID. So I am tapping on control based upon x and y coordinates. Okay, based upon x and y coordinate. I am tapping on the dark theme based upon element ID and x and y coordinates. I calculate the x, that is center of the element, x and y coordinates are providing here. And then I am tapping on the checkbox based upon the map. So in the map I have provided the element ID, x and y coordinates. So our code is ready now. Okay, we need to execute this code. Okay, I need to start the Appium server. So my Appium server is, I started my launch my Appium server here. I'm using latest Appium server, that is 2.12.1. Okay, I just go through this one. I gave it properly. This one setup, yes, everything is right. Yeah, now I will start this test. The first one, it has to tap based upon the element ID. It has to open this API demos app and click on by views, see, based upon element ID. Now it has to click on control based upon x and y coordinate. No, it is wrong. No, some problem with the x and y coordinates. Okay, yes, we'll stop this one. Yeah, why it failed? No, we had to give it these brackets here. This is very important. Okay, be careful about that one. I had to give it the brackets here, so it calculate the wrong x and y coordinates. Okay, so we'll check it. Double quotations here, yes, and here also width. Because if we not given this properly, right, it will click in somewhere. The x and y coordinate will click somewhere. So be careful about that one. Here also I had to give it. So I'll give what I say. Here also I'll give it. Yes, this is very important. Otherwise, this x and y coordinates will give the result will be something else. And that's why it click somewhere. Same thing. Okay. The brackets is very important. Yeah, I updated the value here. Okay, now once again I'll run it. I'll just close this app. Now I once again run this one. So you click on the views based upon the element ID. . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . views base element id, click on controls based upon x and y coordinates. No, once again it is failing here. What's the problem? I'll just check it. Okay, I run once again. See here, first of all I had to tap on views based upon this element id, okay, and click on the tap on the controls based upon the x and y coordinates, and dog theme I need to click on this dog theme based upon the element id and x and y coordinates. And next one is the click on the checkbox based upon the oh sorry, I missed this one. So based on map. Okay, now I run once again. So it has to tap on views based on element id and tap on control based on x and y coordinates, this one, on dog theme based upon element id and x and y coordinates. So click on views, then controls, then tap on dog theme. Okay, so this is how we can able to use, okay, mobile click gesture, okay, for tap based upon this element id, x and y coordinates, and element id and x and y coordinates, and the map. Okay, so if you like this video, please subscribe to my channel. Okay, click on the like button and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching. Bye.